number one thing to look for at estate sales is Danish modern furniture. And this desk is such a good example of it. I'm trying to get it into the frame for you guys to see. It's so amazing in terms of shape, because sometimes, so what you want to look out for when something is Danish modern, the color, it's very, so this is, I feel like this is a teak color. It's a little darker because it has been refinished, but when you find them in original condition, it's the best. But you cannot always get that because it's so rare these days. It's so popular that people are just like literally in lines at estate sales looking for this design. So what are the outstanding characteristics? The color, like I mentioned, the tone is like a teak color tone. It's like a reddish, what you see right here is reddish. It's almost walnut, but there's a hint of red to it. And another dead giveaway is the legs. The legs have a tapered shape to it. It's very simple and clean lines, but the legs are a really good giveaway. Let me see what else. These handles are really coveted. We call it kind of like a bells and whistles feature of furniture that helps it sell, which is it's wood hand. It looks like it's hand carved. Knobs and stuff like that always adds to it. Sometimes there'll be a simple knob, which is really cool too, but my personal favorite is when there's hand carved wood knobs. Like I'll show you up close. You see that? It's a really nice feature in Danish modern furniture. Another thing that it tells you that it is vintage for sure and not just like a reproduction, is these dovetail accents on the side of drawers. That means it was, it's not new. It's made pretty recently. Or sorry, it's not new. It's made back then, and usually these desks were made, I would say 1960s to 1980s is the popular era for these pieces. And you see that it almost has a floating look to it because it's held, like there's space in the middle, so it has that coveted floating look. Let me show it to you right here. So you'll see that there's space in between the desk. If you want a really good close-up, our website has close-up pictures and videos of all this, but I just want to do a quick video to show you what's up. And let me see. So this one was like literally the top was just ruined, and my husband sanded it and redid it, so it looks pretty decent right now. We'll include that video on our website. I don't have a camera stand, so literally this is the angle I can play with right now. So this desk has 4 drawers. It's a pretty decent size for a smaller room. We're in Seattle, so it's a perfect Seattle desk. And the style is super cool to work with. A really good thing to look for in estate sales. And you'll see that there's a banding around it that kind of gives it a higher markup price because it's a detail that just shows quality. And there is scratches and everything everywhere, but you'll have to expect that from a vintage piece of furniture. For us, it's just character, and sometimes it even helps sell the piece. I'm trying to think if I can, so the brass, the things holding the legs and the body together is a piece of really decorative brass. Let me see. And it goes actually to the bottom of the drawer. And you'll see that they mix all the wood grains, so it's not consistent, and it just adds to the look of it. And we couldn't find a stamp on here. If you could, and also we couldn't find a stamp on here. That's always a plus when you do know who designed the desk, but we can't find anything. We did do a search, and it looks like some desks originated from Poland, even though that this is a Danish modern design. It was also some people made in Poland too. And also, one really good characteristic of this desk that gives me a lot of confidence that will sell for a good price, a good markup, is in the back, it's finished. So that means that people can have it in the middle of their room and it still looks really good. And a lot of people reach out to us looking for finished backs. Let me see if I can turn it around actually without messing with the legs. A big part of working with mid-century modern furniture is you gotta be careful with the legs. They're always really delicate. So let me try to turn it around for you so you can take a look at the finished back. Isn't that cool? So that means it looks good from every angle, and you can even see the floating element to it that people love so much. Please drop any comments below if you have any questions of how to identify Danish modern furniture, and if you wanted any tips on what to look out for when you are either shopping for your own desk or looking to resell. I'm trying to think another characteristic. Oh, you always, for us, desks that are really deep don't sell that well. Desks that are kind of how big this guy is sells pretty well. Let me measure it. Let me see how wide it is. So this one right here is 23. So for us, anything below 25 sells really well. Let me see how big it is. This one is 49 wide, 23 deep, and 28 high. Another thing you want to look out for is if you can sit in the middle of that. If you're online shopping, always make sure to ask for the middle dimensions, because my husband, he's bigger and he can't fit into here, but this one is about 17 wide, so it would fit that if you're happy with that. And then yeah, that's all. Check out our website for more information on this guy. Our website is bigwellconsignment.com. And we're based in Seattle, but we do ship nationwide. Let me know if you have any questions about that in the comments as well. Thank you so much. Have a great day.